everyone! I'm KitaDollx and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at the Stardew Valley slime hutch to try to see how good it is. As usual, I still have a team of scientists to crunch some numbers and shed some light on whether or not this is worth having on your farm. If you find this interesting, please like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. With that being said, let's get into it. Like the coop and the barn, the slime hutch is a farm building that can be built and used to house farm animals. In this case, monsters? The slime hutch comes with a slime egg incubator, which allows propagation of up to 20 slimes. Water troughs, when full, allow the slime to reproduce slime balls on empty floor tiles, which contain slime and petrified slime. One slime ball is produced daily for every 5 slime monsters and 1 filled water trough, with a maximum of 4 slime balls per day. More on this in a little bit. I don't have an exact number, but I think that each slime ball yields about 15 slimes on average, so a full hutch would provide about 60 slimes per day. So these numbers don't sound all that impressive, but things start to look up when you use them in slime egg presses, a craftable piece of equipment available at level 6 combat skill for 25 coal, 1 fire quartz, and 1 battery pack. The egg press takes 100 slimes and makes a green, red, blue, or purple slime egg, with each color having a different sell price based on rarity. On average, eggs from the slime egg press sell for roughly 1,500 gold. When made into eggs, daily revenue for a full slime hutch jumps to an average of over 900 gold versus 300 gold from the unprocessed slimes. Okay, maybe these numbers haven't impressed you yet, but there are some perks that come along with the slime hutch that make it way worth your while. After your slime hutch is built, all the slimes now have a 1% chance to drop a slime egg when killed. That alone will probably pay for the slime hutch in the long run if you regularly head to the mines. Heck, 1 tiger slime egg is almost enough to make it worthwhile on its own. In addition, Marlin will give you your first green egg for free, so you can incubate it and get your slime farming started. Worst case, you could always sell it for a quick 1,000 gold if you really don't want to farm slimes. The slime hutch building is actually pretty spacious with 122 open tiles, even with an area devoted to slime containment, a slime ball spawning area, and space for the associated slime equipment. You can easily end up with 90 plus tiles for other uses, like kegs, preserved jars, or crystallariums. That's roughly on par with the interior area of the standard shed. Speaking of sheds, since the patch 1.6 changed the exterior dimension of the slime hutch from a whopping 11.6 down to 7.4, the hutch is now roughly comparable when it comes to the required farm space as well. This was really a game changer, and I think that a case could be made for using slime hutches as shed substitutes in certain situations. Once your slime hutch is set up, it's super low maintenance. The water troughs can be watered with sprinklers so you don't have to check on them daily. I actually use my old sprinklers as I upgrade to quality and iridium, and then I use my old ones in the slime hutch to keep these little guys happy. Since slime balls are only generated on empty floor tiles, you can control where the slime balls form using crafted flooring. How much space you leave for a slime ball is mainly a decision of how often you want to check on these little guys and how much space you want for decoration and processing equipment. That being said, a slime hutch dedicated to just slime could probably be set up and harvested as little as once a month. I have a pretty simple design that I use in this video that works well, but there are plenty of options for designing a safe, aesthetic slime hutch. Plus, with patch 1.6, we can actually move the slime incubator that comes with the hutch, so it's even easier to set things up how you want. Alright, with all of that being said, there are some downsides, or at the very least, challenges that come along with the slime hutch. While the hutch is a pretty cheap building at 10,000 gold, one of the materials required is an iridium bar. Iridium ore is pretty rare outside of the Skull Cavern, so it might take a bit to get enough iridium to make a bar, and that's assuming that you don't have other plans for your iridium already. When it comes to interior space, the hutch beats the standard shed, but it will lose out to an upgraded shed. If you're the kind of person who dreams of rooms filled with 137 starfruit or ancient fruit kegs, the slime hutch is not going to live up to that. If you are raising slimes, keep in mind that your adorable little slime babies can hurt you, and they want to. As I mentioned, you can make a safe enclosure for breeding them, but it is advisable to plan ahead. Another quick note on planning ahead, the witch can randomly visit your slime hutch and curse all of the slimes inside, turning them black. It's mainly an aesthetic thing, but if you want your slimes to keep their vibrant colors, make sure that you craft a wicked statue and place it inside of each slime hutch to prevent the witch from coming. The recipe for the wicked statue can be bought from Krobus, everybody's favorite shadow daddy, for 1,000 gold. So based on what we've discussed so far, let's quickly review the pros and cons of the slime hutch. First, you get to keep cute little slimes as pets and harvest their excrement. Don't let their attempts to kill you get you down. The hutch is a pretty inexpensive building with lots of multi-purpose interior space. However, it won't compete with an upgraded shed if you're trying to max out farm revenue. It unlocks slime egg drops from slimes, which could net you a lot of gold over the long run. The iridium bar might be hard to come by early on, but most uses for the iridium bar require saving up multiple bars. It might take some setup and time to safely get your slimes up to full production. But once it's up and running, it's really low maintenance. Slimes don't require food, petting, love, or really anything other than the initial materials for setting up their pen and sprinklers. The slime hutch is probably not going to be your biggest moneymaker or your prettiest building. Heck, you might hate slimes altogether, and I promise I won't hold it against you if you end up bulldozing it later. But I do think it's definitely worthwhile for everyone to get at least one and try it out for the initial perks. Maybe you'll even end up loving your little slime babies. So I want to know, do you guys use slime hutches? Have I convinced you to give them a try? Did I miss something about slime hutches that you think makes them great? Let me know in the comments if you plan to use them on your farm and how you're going to set them up. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video or learned anything new, please give a like and subscribe or come say hi on Twitch. Until next time, bye!